Jane Fonda, who is recognized as an American cinema icon, recently made shocking revelations about her unfortunate but no less romantic love story. Successful with many major awards and possessing outstanding beauty, it is no surprise that Jane Fonda has become the object of many Hollywood men. Therefore, Jane's love history has become one of the hot topics, receiving great attention from the media. This video will unearth all of Jane's surprising confessions about love. Don't miss it. Hollywood icon Jane Fonda's cinematic journey with heartthrob Robert Redford began in 1966 with their initial collaboration in The Clash. This marked the inception of a partnership that would unfold over the years, creating a cinematic legacy that endured through two more joint ventures, Barefoot in the Park, 1967, and The Electric Horseman, 1979. Despite never formally acknowledging a romantic entanglement, the undeniable chemistry between Fonda and Redford became a captivating element of their collaborations. Fonda herself openly admitted to harboring deep-rooted feelings for her charismatic co-star on multiple occasions. Prior to their 2017 reunion in Our Souls at Night, Fonda shared her evolving perspective on their on-screen dynamics with Ellen DeGeneres. She revealed, "I realize that I've grown up because in the 3 previous movies, I was always in love with him. I fell in love with him every time." Adding a touch of humor and playfulness to her reflections, Fonda cheekily expressed her enthusiasm for filming intimate scenes with Redford, stating, "I live for sex scenes with him. He's a great kisser, so it was fun to kiss him in my 20s and to kiss him again in my almost 80s. These candid remarks offered a glimpse into the enduring allure and fondness that Fonda harbored for her co-star, transcending the boundaries of time. However, in a candid revelation at the Rendezvous with Jane Fonda event during the Cannes Film Festival on May 26th, the legendary 85-year-old actress disclosed a fascinating tidbit about the challenges they faced during their shared moments on set. Despite their undeniable chemistry, Redford apparently wasn't a fan of on-screen embraces, and Fonda shared, "He did not like to kiss. I never said anything to him about it, and he's always in a bad mood, and I always thought it was my fault." This revelation added a layer of complexity to their on-screen chemistry as Fonda grappled with the belief that she might be the cause of Redford's perpetually sour mood on set. However, she balanced her disclosure with a generous note of understanding, portraying Redford as a very good person who simply has an issue with women. In a reflective moment, Fonda delved into her later years working with Redford, particularly during the filming of Our Souls at Night in 2017. She confessed that this more recent experience brought about an epiphany regarding aging. At around 80 years old during the production, Fonda recognized a significant shift in her perspective. Despite Redford's occasional tardiness and less-than-pleasant demeanor, she finally realized that it wasn't her responsibility to bear the burden of his mood, marking a personal milestone in her journey of self-discovery and growth. In a testament to the enduring camaraderie amidst any critiques, Jane Fonda underscored that her collaborations with Robert Redford were marked by enjoyment. Despite the challenges, the acclaimed actress emphasized that she and Redford always had a good time, suggesting that their on-screen chemistry transcended any behind-the-scenes difficulties. However, it appears that Redford might not have been the sole object of Fonda's admiration on set. In a delightful twist during the filming of her 2023 movie, 80 for Brady, Fonda shared a charming anecdote about encountering NFL superstar Tom Brady for the first time. Recalling Brady's visit to her trailer, Fonda couldn't help but gush about the football icon's striking appearance, exclaiming, "And when he walked into my trailer at the end, my knees gave way. I had to hold on to something. I mean, he is gorgeous. He is so gorgeous." Fonda went on to describe the 7-time Super Bowl champion's courteous demeanor during his on-set visit, highlighting his thoughtfulness in buying lunch for the cast and crew. She recounted Brady's visit to each trailer individually, introducing himself as though he were just another colleague. Fonda praised Brady as a true gentleman and shared a heartwarming story about the athlete's graciousness, recounting how she had a large football sweatshirt waiting for him. This gesture was not just a random gift, but a thoughtful present for her nephew, a fervent fan of Brady. According to Fonda, Brady not only accepted the gift with appreciation, but also took the time to write a personalized message on it for her nephew, turning it into a cherished keepsake now framed on the wall. 80 for Brady features Fonda alongside a stellar cast including Rita Moreno, Sally Field, and Lily Tomlin. The film explores the humorous premise of four best friends, portrayed by these leading ladies, whose shared obsession with Tom Brady leads them on an adventure to the 2017 Super Bowl in Houston, Texas, where the New England Patriots faced off against the Atlanta Falcons. Jane Fonda's romantic journey took a significant turn in 1963 when she entered into a relationship with the French screenwriter Roger Vadim, a man 10 years her senior. Their whirlwind romance culminated in a Las Vegas hotel ceremony just 2 years later, marking the beginning of a union that would shape Fonda's life in profound ways. In the initial months of their marriage, Fonda experienced unparalleled happiness, describing the feeling to Vanity Fair in 2002, saying, "I thought my heart would burst." Vadim, who had previously been married to iconic figures such as Brigitte Bardot and Annette Streuberg, played a pivotal role in Fonda's life. She credited him with helping her embrace her sexuality, stating emphatically, "What Vadim gave me was huge, huge. He reawakened me sexually." However, the narrative of their relationship took a complicated turn when Vadim, a known ladies' man, suggested the unconventional concept of an open marriage. Fonda, ever the adventurous spirit, threw herself into this uncharted territory, engaging in threesomes with the skill and enthusiasm characteristic of her acting prowess. Vadim's penchant for bringing other women into their shared home in France became a defining aspect of their relationship. Remarkably candid about this phase of their life together, Fonda admitted to actively soliciting individuals to join them in their unconventional arrangements. Despite her initial involvement, she confessed that she didn't derive much pleasure from these experiences. The complexity deepened as Fonda, in turn, began to have her own affairs. Strikingly open about her actions, she would return home to describe these encounters in vivid detail to Vadim. The couple's dynamic eventually led to the birth of their daughter, Vanessa, in 1968. However, the complexities of their relationship took their toll, and after 5 years of marriage, Fonda and Vadim chose to part ways. Despite the separation, a testament to the enduring connection they shared, Fonda and Vadim remained friends, navigating the intricacies of their unconventional past to co-parent and support each other in a different phase of their lives. Jane Fonda's complex relationship with Roger Vadim is further illuminated by insights from her 2005 autobiography, Jane Fonda, My Life So Far. In this candid reflection, Fonda delves into the intricacies of her attraction to Vadim, acknowledging that part of the allure was the stark contrast his life presented compared to the repressive environment in which she had been raised. Fonda wrote, "There's no doubt that part of my attraction to him and his life was because it was so different from the repressed style in which I had been raised." This admission underscores the magnetic pull Vadim had on Fonda, drawing her into a world that challenged the conventions of her upbringing. The couple's dynamic was marked by a stark juxtaposition between Fonda's more conservative past and Vadim's reputation as a charismatic and free-spirited figure. In the public eye, Vadim was a larger-than-life personality, and Fonda vividly recalls the reactions they would elicit as they strolled down the Champs-Élysées. People responded to Vadim as if he were a major movie star, adding an extra layer of glamour and intrigue to their relationship. Beyond their personal connection, Vadim played a significant role in shaping Fonda's career in the film industry. He directed her in several movies during the 1960s, contributing to her emergence as a prominent actress. Films such as Barbarella, The Game is Over, Circle of Love, and Spirits of the Dead showcased their professional collaboration, cementing Fonda's presence in the cinematic landscape. Tragically, Vadim's life came to an end in 2000 due to cancer, marking the conclusion of a chapter in Fonda's life that was characterized by passion, artistic collaboration, and a departure from the constraints of her past. The autobiography provides a poignant retrospective on a relationship that left an indelible mark on Fonda's personal and professional journey. Following the conclusion of her marriage to Roger Vadim in 1973, Jane Fonda embarked on a new chapter of her life by marrying her second husband, Tom Hayden, a prominent left-wing activist and politician. The rapid transition from one chapter of her life to the next is encapsulated in the fact that Fonda finalized her divorce from Vadim just 3 days before tying the knot with Hayden. Their union was sealed in an intimate ceremony held at Fonda's residence in Laurel Canyon, Los Angeles, offering a marked contrast to the glamour of her previous relationship. This intimate setting served as the backdrop for the beginning of a partnership that would extend beyond personal connection to a shared commitment to activism and political causes. The couple's shared activism became a focal point of their relationship. Both Fonda and Hayden were passionate advocates for civil rights and anti-war movements, channeling their energies into various initiatives. One significant venture was the founding of the Indochina Peace Campaign. This campaign became a platform through which Fonda and Hayden actively championed the end of American involvement in the Vietnam War and advocated for cutting off funding to the South Vietnam military. Their partnership was not only a personal union, but also a collaboration in their shared vision for social and political change. This alignment of values added a layer of depth to their relationship, with both Fonda and Hayden utilizing their public profiles to amplify their causes. Amidst this activism, Fonda and Hayden also welcomed a son named Troy, further solidifying their family bond. In 1977, Jane Fonda and Tom Hayden embarked on a philanthropic endeavor that showcased their commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of others. The couple purchased land in California with the noble intention of establishing a performing arts summer camp for disadvantaged children. Named Laurel Springs, this camp operated for an impressive 14 years and served as a platform for fostering creativity, building self-esteem, and promoting cooperation among children from diverse racial and socioeconomic backgrounds. During their time at Laurel Springs, Fonda and Hayden encountered Mary Williams, a young girl and the child of Black Panther Party members. What began as a chance meeting blossomed into a profound connection, with Fonda forming a mother-daughter relationship with Mary Williams. This bond grew so strong that Fonda officially adopted Mary when she was just 16 years old in 1982, reflecting the couple's deep commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of young individuals. Beyond their philanthropic efforts, Fonda actively supported Hayden in his political aspirations. She contributed to funding his campaigns for the U.S. Senate and the California state legislature, a move that inevitably drew a mix of applause and boos from political crowds. The couple navigated the complexities of public life, with their political endeavors adding another layer of intensity to their already dynamic relationship. Despite their shared commitment to various causes, Fonda and Hayden decided to part ways after 17 years of marriage, officially finalizing their divorce in 1990. Both would go on to remarry, but the impact of their partnership lingered even after their romantic relationship concluded. Tom Hayden passed away in 2016, leaving Fonda with a deep sense of loss. Reflecting on their relationship in a 2018 interview with The New Yorker, Fonda expressed gratitude for Hayden's wisdom and knowledge in movement building and politics. She acknowledged his profound influence on her life, stating, I needed someone far wiser and more knowledgeable than I was about movement building and politics and all of that. He had this depth of knowledge, and he gave me structure and guidance. I learned so much from him that I am forever grateful for. I miss him so much. In 1991, Jane Fonda entered into her third marriage, this time with media magnate Ted Turner. The ceremony was attended by a significant gesture as Fonda's son, Troy, then 18, gave her away. At the time, Fonda made a pivotal decision that would shape her career trajectory, stating that, in her mind, the relationship with Turner marked the conclusion of her acting career. She reflected, "For all intents and purposes, I had decided to stop acting and producing by the time I met Ted, but once I committed to the relationship, it became a done deal." Initially, the public perception of their union was one of married bliss, with Fonda taking on the role of the mistress of Turner's beloved antebellum estate. However, the idyllic facade did not stand the test of time, as Fonda's daughter Mary revealed in her candid and brutally frank memoir, The Lost Daughter, published in 2013. Mary depicted the early stages of their relationship as resembling a pair of lovesick teenagers, highlighting the initial passion that characterized Fonda and Turner's connection. However, the rosy picture, painted by the public narrative, did not accurately represent the challenges that unfolded behind closed doors. According to Mary, their relationship began to deteriorate, with Fonda grappling with the toll it took on her well-being. In her memoir, Mary shared the complexity of their family dynamics during this period. She confessed that there were times when Fonda wanted to disclose details about Turner's actions that had contributed to the breakdown of their relationship. However, Mary chose not to listen, fearing that learning about the darker aspects of their parents' relationship would alter her perception of Turner. Mary stated, "I knew that if she shared with me anything hurtful that he had done to her, my feelings for him would change. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be privy to the darkest inner workings of my parents' relationship, and I told her so." Mary asserted that the marriage was eating Fonda alive and had a profound impact on her mother's well-being. According to Mary, the Hollywood star's weight plummeted during the later stages of her third marriage, symbolizing the toll the relationship took on Fonda's physical and emotional health. The dissolution of Jane Fonda's third marriage to media mogul Ted Turner in 2001 marked a profound turning point in her life, as vividly described by her daughter, Mary. Speaking about the aftermath of their separation, Mary revealed the stark contrast in the emotional states of her parents. While Ted Turner maintained his usual upbeat demeanor, Jane Fonda appeared greatly diminished, both physically and emotionally. Mary noted that her mother had shed a significant amount of weight from her already petite frame, and despite projecting a facade of well-being, it was evident that emotionally she was shutting down. Mary asserted that her mother's marriage was, in her own words, eating her alive. Jane Fonda's decision to end her marriage with Ted Turner seemed to stem from a realization that she could no longer prioritize someone else's needs over her own. Mary's account paints a poignant picture of a woman who, despite external appearances, was grappling with the toll of a relationship that had taken a profound emotional and physical toll on her. In the aftermath of the split, Fonda spoke openly about the reasons behind the decision. She acknowledged that, although Turner was charismatic, brilliant, and incredibly successful, their paths had diverged. Fonda's comments to The New Yorker at the time emphasized a crucial realization. "He needs someone to be there 100% of the time. He thinks that's love. It is not love, it's babysitting. We went in different directions. I grew up." The end of her marriage to Turner also marked a significant reconnection with Fonda's acting career. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, she candidly spoke about the allure of staying in a comfortable but stifling situation, saying, "He was sexy. He was brilliant. He had 2 million acres by the time I left. It would have been easy to stay." However, Fonda revealed the internal struggle that eventually led her to choose a different path. She described a metaphorical angel on her shoulder, advising her that staying in the marriage would mean foregoing her true self. Fonda spoke about the difficulty of heeding that inner voice, noting it was hard to even hear her voice, saying, "If you stay, you will die without ever becoming who you can be. You will not really be authentic." Following the dissolution of her marriage to Ted Turner, Jane Fonda entered into a significant and fulfilling long-term relationship with record producer Richard Perry. Perry, renowned for his work with musical icons like Barbra Streisand, Elton John, and Chaka Khan, brought a new chapter of intimacy and companionship into Fonda's life. The genesis of their connection occurred during a period of physical recovery for Fonda. While in Los Angeles for knee replacement surgery, she found more than just healing. She discovered a new romantic connection. Fonda humorously recounted to Oprah.com that she went to LA to get a new knee and ended up with a new lover. This unexpected twist of fate marked the beginning of a meaningful and enduring partnership. Although Fonda and Perry chose not to formalize their relationship through marriage, their connection was profound and garnered public attention due to Fonda's candid expressions of admiration. In a 2012 interview with The Sun, Fonda openly gushed about the intimacy they shared, describing it as the most fulfilling sex life she had ever experienced. Fonda's honesty and vulnerability in discussing her romantic life reflected a newfound sense of security and satisfaction. In her own words, Fonda revealed, "The only thing I have never known is true intimacy with a man. I absolutely want to discover that before dying. It has happened with Richard. I feel totally secure with him." This statement illuminated the depth of the emotional connection they shared, portraying Perry as a source of comfort and genuine intimacy in Fonda's life. Fonda's description of their physical intimacy was particularly poignant, as she disclosed, "Often when we make love, I see him as he was 30 years ago." This reflection not only spoke to the enduring passion between them, but also hinted at the timeless nature of their connection. Despite the undeniable chemistry between them, the couple made the decision to part ways in 2017. The separation, however, unfolded with an uncommon level of amicability, in stark contrast to the often negative narratives that accompany celebrity breakups. Addressing the public, Perry shared insights into their decision, stating, "It is true that Jane and I have decided to live apart. However, while separations run rampant in this town, often filled with negativity, ours is just the opposite." This public statement reflected a commitment to mutual respect and understanding, setting their separation apart from the often scrutinized and criticized celebrity breakups. Perry emphasized the enduring nature of their bond, explaining, "We continue to maintain a close friendship and care deeply about each other." This declaration highlighted the mature and supportive dynamic that persisted even after the romantic aspect of their relationship had evolved. Fonda's rededication to activism and Perry's focus on finishing his memoirs symbolized a shared commitment to individual growth and personal pursuits as they embarked on separate paths. In Perry's words, "So all is well with the Fonda-Perry relationship. We're just starting a new chapter." This optimistic outlook conveyed a sense of closure and a readiness to embrace new opportunities, indicating that the end of their romantic involvement did not equate to the dissolution of their meaningful connection. Jane Fonda, at 83 years old, has candidly declared her decision to retire from romantic relationships unless a very specific scenario unfolds. In a revealing cover interview for Harper's Bazaar, the iconic actress expressed a definitive stance on her dating life, asserting, "I don't want to be in a relationship, a sexual relationship, again. I don't have that desire." This bold declaration reflects a newfound contentment with her current phase of life and a conscious choice to prioritize other aspects. Fonda, known for her frankness, did not shy away from acknowledging that while the prospect of romance no longer appeals to her, the realm of fantasy remains open. She admitted, "Do I fantasize? Yes. That I meet a professor or a researcher, somebody in that line who is really capable of loving, of cherishing a woman, so that I could test myself and see if I could show up. This introspective desire speaks to Fonda's ongoing quest for personal growth and self-discovery, even in the absence of traditional romantic involvement. However, Fonda acknowledged a potential caveat to her avowed retirement from romantic relationships, a nuanced desire for a particular type of connection. She humorously revealed, "I think maybe now I could, but the problem is that, like a man, I would want a younger man. Isn't that awful? It's a thing about skin. I would want a younger man, and I'm too vain." This candid admission adds a layer of vulnerability to her reflections, showcasing Fonda's willingness to confront societal expectations and her own insecurities with a sense of humor and honesty. Jane Fonda's reflections on her past marriages provide a nuanced perspective on her approach to intimacy and relationships. After 3 marriages to Roger Vadim, Tom Hayden, and Ted Turner, Fonda delves into a deeper understanding of herself, acknowledging that the challenges she faced were not rooted in her partners, but in her own ability to be intimate. She candidly shares, "What I've had to really think about is that I'm not really capable of intimacy. It's not them, it's me." Fonda confronts the complexity of her own emotional landscape, recognizing a pattern in her attraction to men who may not have been emotionally available. She acknowledges that, at the time, she would have been scared away if a man had asked her to show up emotionally. This realization sheds light on her past choices and the dynamics that unfolded within her relationships. Fonda's introspection leads her to an understanding of her own limitations, stating, "I don't think I can do anything about it now, but that's the truth," as Lily Tomlin would say. That's the truth. This acknowledgement is a poignant moment of self-awareness, highlighting the challenges and growth that come with a lifetime of experiences. In an attempt to explain her chameleonic nature in relationships, Fonda shares, "Part of the reason I get into a relationship with a man is because I feel that he can take me down a new path." Her attraction to individuals who can teach her and whose lives differ from hers reflects a curiosity and openness to growth. Fonda also reveals her inclination to please her partners, acknowledging it as a potential challenge in her relationships. Her marriage to Ted Turner serves as an example of her willingness to immerse herself in her partner's world. She describes marrying Turner as embracing a multifaceted experience, involving learning activities like hunting and fly fishing, as well as adapting her appearance to his preferences. Fonda reflects on this period, expressing, "Why be with Ted Turner if you're not going to allow yourself to be absorbed in his reality and learn from it? And I'm glad I did." Jane Fonda's introspective exploration of her past relationships offers a glimpse into the complexities of her emotional landscape, her evolving understanding of intimacy, and the transformative power of her varied experiences. Her honesty and self-awareness contribute to a richer understanding of the multifaceted nature of love and connection. What do you think about Jane Fonda's love stories? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.